Let's turn to Dave Smith, who's been monitoring the game. What do you think?
We're going to get to Harvey in a minute. I think this is the guttiest championship I've ever seen a team win. What they were up against, with the foul trouble they were in this game, and the way it went, the shooting was a little bit of a problem, and they were playing a great Tennessee team. To come up with a win like this, a lot of people, I think, kind of wrote them off in this game. Some people in this building did. But they were... I
got a few white hairs.
Yeah. And then people were cheering at the end, that's for sure. All right, let's take a look at some of the action and show you how this one came down. Most exciting game. Here's Rebecca, first basket of the game, but of course she got in foul trouble. So she had 3 fouls and had to sit for much of the first half. Michelle Marciniak, great player for Tennessee, gave them a lead, 23-22, and it held up for the longest time. But down the stretch, Jennifer Rosati. Rebecca got all the hardware this year, all the awards. Where would they be without Jennifer Rosati? Her driving layups were just terrific as UConn came back and won this game by the score of 70-64. They finished the season 35-0. And I think folks all over the state are still cheering these women. What a great job they did.
It was a nail-biter, but it's great. The #1 and #2 teams, so they clearly deserve the championship. They fought their toughest rival.
There's no doubt now. They've beaten them twice, and that's the end of that. They are the champs.
Okay, Dave. Well, there you have it. Our team coverage now continues with Hillary Sprout. She's been covering all the hoopla on the UConn campus. Hillary, what's the story out there?
In fact, excitement tonight will probably be an understatement here at the UConn campus, where fans have let go a collective sigh of relief. After all, this was the grudge match that Tennessee has been waiting for since January. Well, now with the UConn victory, it looks like they'll have to wait again until next year. There was rebounding and rejoicing during the rematch that would turn into a nail-biter. All over stores, eyes were fixated on the finals all afternoon. And the mood was cautious optimism with some sideline coaching.
I'll be telling them to go after the basket. Go right at them. Go right at them. Put them in foul trouble.
What do you think of the performance so far today?
It seemed to be, like, tight.
The crowd on campus was surprisingly sedate compared to members of the Tip-Off Club just down the road. This group of mostly 30 and 40-something fans sat watching and cheering loudly, but with bated breath.
It's been really exciting today. We're really happy to be here. It's just been incredible. All these guys, most of them go to the games with us, and it's a real social thing. Maybe we'll be out there tomorrow morning when they come back from Minneapolis.
And at Husky Sports Bar, beer and celebrating on tap. Celebrating the fact that the Huskies made it this far, and that alone makes them winners.
I'm proud of the team. I mean, you know, Final Four 2 years in a row, and a championship game as seniors for Rebecca and Pam. That's outstanding. You know, we're proud of them either way.
Let's turn now to Harvey Smolovitz, who's standing by live in Minneapolis with some more on the reaction of the fans out there. Harvey, what can you tell us?
All I can say is that my heart is racing about 1,000 miles an hour. Fans are still inside rejoicing. They are cutting down the nets as we speak. The UConn Huskies are the national champions. And here's the biggest Husky fan with us, the president of UConn, Harry Hartley. Describe the feeling, Harry.
Harvey, I'm almost speechless, I'll tell you. I've been at UConn 23 years. We've never had a day like this. Those kids were fantastic out there, I'll tell you. I'm excited.
I'll tell you, when Rebecca picked up her 3rd foul 7 minutes in the game, then Jen picked up her 3rd foul, then Carol Walters her 4th foul, it looked very grim at that point.
It did. I think Gino made some great second half adjustments. He substituted the players extremely well in the second half. I don't think anybody fouled out, so he substituted creatively, but man, my heart sank when we had that foul trouble. I looked up on the board. Tennessee had nobody in foul trouble at the same time.
And as soon as the clock went off to 0, here's Harry high-fiving with the fans in the stands. You could feel it and they could feel it.
Well, you know, it's my way of saying thank you to the whole state of Connecticut, Harvey. I tell you, starting back in the fall, and ending now, what a culmination to a wonderful season for 11 great kids and their coaches.
We continue to ask you, what does this do for UConn? Everyone around the nation watching on CBS and, of course, in Connecticut on Channel 3, describe what this will do for the school now, winning a national title.
Well, I hope it does lots of good things, starting with the quality of students that apply here, funding by the state, but I think most importantly, the intangibles of spirit. We're a winning university, we're a great academic school, and now they know we're the best in women's basketball.
We did it. High five.
High five.
All right, Harry, congratulations. UConn women, the national champions. Reporting live from Minneapolis, I'm Harvey Smolovitz. Channel 3 Eyewitness News will be back later in sports. Right now, let's go back to the studio.
Okay, thanks, Harvey. Well, the town of Bloomfield cheered on the UConn star and hometown favorite, Nikisha Sales, to victory. Banners and signs of support dotted the town center and a few churches and even a ball field. Nikisha is the talented freshman of the UConn women's basketball team. She's also a Bloomfield's former high school basketball team, and her classmates, former classmates, showed off their spirit by adorning windows with banners. While the fans of Rebecca Lobo's hometown of Southwick, Massachusetts, were also watching closely, the All-American Player of the Year helped drive the Huskies. Sean Comey was also watching, too. He joins us live from Southwick with more. Sean?
Well, Greg, from Minneapolis to Bloomfield to Stores, the people here say they are the biggest fans. They certainly watched an interesting game today, on the edge of their seats throughout, and now as they continue to celebrate, they're already beginning to plan the welcome home parade for Rebecca Lobo. In Southwick, it's a must-see.
Yeah, so it had to be a couple murders here in town for me to miss this.
A sign of the times here where everyone's talking about the hometown hero.
I want to be like Rebecca.
The athletes of tomorrow may owe a debt to the team of today, according to the man who coached Rebecca Lobo in high school.
And I think this team shows that you can be a lady and you can be an athlete at the same time.
During their time in the spotlight, some of the Huskies have attained celebrity status, but back at home, Rebecca Lobo is just plain folks.
She's a real good babysitter. She's firm with the kids. She doesn't let them get out of line.
This is where it all began, shooting baskets in front of the house where Rebecca Lobo grew up. Now, when an athlete of her caliber chooses a college, she certainly has a few options, but the people around here say she didn't want to get too far away from home.
I talk with the parents and try to get her to go to Notre Dame, but she selected UConn. I think had she gone to Notre Dame would be in the final two.
In the final analysis, even here in Lobo country, they know it takes every player on the team to keep hoop dreams from turning into nightmares. We pulled it out, as you can see by, well, yeah, okay, here we go, come on. By how excited everybody is here. Now, they know that with players like Rebecca Lobo leaving at the end of the season, which it is now, they know they may never see a team or a game like they saw today again. Greg?
Thank you very much, Sean. Well, the Huskies are headed home late tonight. No exact word on their arrival time at Bradley International Airport, but they're expected sometime early in the morning hours. We'll be back with more news